Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Faye What, and let's queer up business. Google drops DEI, then Google Calendar drops LGBTQ Pride Month. Google Calendar has quietly removed Black History Month, Pride Month, and Women's History Month from its listings. A Google spokesperson told PinkNews the change was overdue. They explained, quote, "Some years ago, the calendar team started manually adding a broader set of cultural moments in a wide number of countries around the world. We got feedback that some other events and countries were missing, and maintaining hundreds of moments manually and consistently globally wasn't scalable or sustainable. So in mid-2024, we returned to showing only public holidays," end quote. The move comes as Google scraps diversity hiring goals and joins Amazon and Meta in rolling back DEI policies. Big brands like Walmart, Ford, and McDonald's have also ended DEI programs, while Apple's board is pushing back, urging shareholders to keep equality initiatives alive. The Trump administration has threatened they may sue corporations that mandate DEI policies. One thing is clear, you won't see Google talking about June Pride Month this year. I loved when I would look down at my calendar and this would pop up, right? Women's History Month would pop up, Black History Month would pop up. I would be happy about that because, it just let me know, right? And it would even pop up President's Day and everything else. And I felt seen, to be completely honest, right? And, and I remember during Pride Month, you could type in Pride and the balloons would start going up and you'd get confetti and all that. And I hope you liked it for the time that we had it, okay? Because it's going to be gone from now on. I, for one, have decided to let go of Google as my search engine. I will be using DuckDuckGo, which is another search engine that is more inclusive. I advise for others to do so. It's going to be really hard to stop using Google because, even our maps, right? Like, it's just, it's something that we have been so accustomed to using, we knew this was coming. This really is a time that we need to start seeing again who is letting go of all their DEI and who isn't. I wasn't aware that Apple was still fighting, so give it up for Apple. Fantastic that they are. I will not be going to Walmart or Target or any other places, that are contradicting what we are trying to stand for and fight for right now. But it's an uphill battle, and this is just the beginning.
I got to say, Google, why you gotta lie like that? Why you like, girl, it's so very obvious through your actions why you are making these policy changes and changes to the calendar. It's because you in the pocket of some fuck faces.
Kiss the ring.
Excuse my French. Actually, don't excuse my French. You ain't French. We all know why you're making the decisions you're making. So lying to our face like we dumb is so insulting. We're going to continue to celebrate Black History Month through the month of February. And we're going to celebrate it as long as we possibly can, which will probably be forever because there will always be Black people around. And we will always be gay. And we will always be around and be gay. So we always going to celebrate Pride Month, whether you give us notification that it is that month or not. So general public, I'm talking to you. We let it slide so much with these companies that they're so rooted and ingrained in our day-to-day lives that we feel like it's impossible to live without them. But like Faye just said, it's going to be difficult, but we got to make the transition to companies and corporations that still have our best interests and are not in the pocket of the ugly ass orange man currently in office. Yeah. We got to start making these changes. We got to start letting these corporations know when you fuck us over, you will then be fucked over by the people paying your bills.
And I think we really need to acknowledge any businesses that come out for any of the communities we're talking about. So in June Pride Month, I think we need to celebrate and support the businesses that come out, not only for our Wilton Manors Pride celebration,
for sure.
but look at the businesses for the other Pride celebrations around the country in the major cities. And I think it's going to make a cycle back. I could be wrong, but the companies out there still don't forget about the demographic information. They look at who their consumers are. And if they start seeing a shift, I hope that they notice that and then maybe they reconsider their actions.
Well, what was the Pride? There was a Pride that decided not to take the money from Target and said, screw you. Wow. And they decided to go raise the money on their own and not use a big sponsor like Target, right? More people have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that the Reverend of Sunshine Cathedral, Robert Griffin, had mentioned about a day without us buying anything. Okay, a day that the gays don't buy anything unless it's from a Black-owned or a gay-owned and operated entity.
I love
okay,
it.
and I'm going with that 100%, and that includes Amazon, that includes your Instacart, that includes all of that for one more day, so they can see what it's like without our money.
That's what's so great about our community is that, like, we celebrate everything. You know, they could take that away from us, you know, on web platforms and decrees and you know, and their business policies and stuff. But, you know, we're a resilient community and we're an infectious community and people want to like us and be with us.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when it's convenient, but you know what? It is what it is, and we're trendsetters. So, you know, this is all going to swing back in our favor eventually. Yes, we're going through another rough patch with what we're dealing with in terms of, you know, our country's leadership. So.
I want to give a quick shout out to all the gays with lots and lots of money. I just want to say thank you, because when these events are reliant on organizations to provide funding and they decide, oh, we can't get money from you because you fucked us over, it is the rich gays that come swinging in who have money to blow and have no kids to take it from them, who like shovel in dollars and dollars for these events so that they can still run.
Yep.
So all you gays with money, my name is Bonnie Builder.
Cash App
Zelle,
is.
Cash App, on any form of money sending app. I want to thank you so much for continuing to sponsor these queer and Black events, because they are so necessary and so needed. And also to the drag queens, let's rally together. Let's raise funds for these events. Let's continue to perform and be visible. Drag queens are the bright colors. We're the spectacle of the queer community. So now more than ever, we truly need to be seen. Make sure you fix your makeup first, but then once you do that, make sure you are visible. Thank you.
Let me touch one more time on what Bonnie had said beforehand. I mean, that also we need to keep each other accountable of this, okay? Because Black History Month or Women's History Month is not popping up on our Google. All right, because they don't want us to remember. We still need to remember, and we still need to spotlight it and make sure that we let others know, you know, in our community that are sleeping on it, okay? Because we will not stop celebrating Pride Month. We will not stop celebrating Latinos. We will not stop celebrating our Black queer community. We will not.
That's right.
And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.